Today I would like to teach you how to make this beautiful pom-pom using yarn. It is faux fur yarn called Faux Fur yarn. It is an awesome way to create your own faux fur pom-poms so that you can add them to your hats, beanies, or wherever you wish. So let's get started. Hi, my name is Nikki and I'm the creator of Nikki's Homemade Crafts. You will need some gorgeous Faux Fur yarn from Knit Picks or from We Crochet. You will also need a N hook or 9mm hook. I am using a furls crochet hook. I've noticed using a wooden hook is a lot easier to crochet with this yarn than using a metal or plastic hook. You will also need some polyfill or stuffing. The first thing you will need to understand is that with this beautiful faux fur yarn called Faux Fur yarn, you will have this band here in the back which allows you to feel your stitches. It is extremely important that you understand that you might not be able to follow this tutorial very closely because you might have trouble seeing the stitches. This yarn allows you though to feel your stitches because of this band. Okay, I will still tell you how to make this beautiful pattern by simply telling you and showing you what to do, but you might not see all the stitches, so I want to give you a little heads up beforehand. So the first thing you will need to do is a magic ring. Now, an alternative magic ring might not work in this case because you might have trouble seeing your stitches. So I'm going to show you how I do this. So I simply wrap my yarn around my hand, I cross it here, hold that cross, pull my yarn through, and then hold it right there. That includes holding the loop as well as this big loop where the magic ring is. Now I'm going to hold my yarn and I'm going to insert my pinky and my ring finger inside the big loop so I can hold it steady. Now chain 1, and now you're going to crochet 8 single crochets into this ring. Again, make sure you count. You might have trouble seeing it. Now that I have 8 single crochet stitches, I can now pull my yarn right here to close up the loop. I will weave in this yarn later on. You can also weave it in as you go, but it might be a better idea to weave it in later such that you don't open up this hole by accident. You will now do a slip stitch to your first stitch. So you can't see the stitches, but you need to be able to feel them. So I'm going to count backward just to make sure I know exactly that I'm inserting it into the right one. So I have here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So it's right here is my stitch, going to slip stitches. So we're now going to round 2, which is 2 single crochets in each stitch, which ends up with 16 single crochets. So again, you have to feel your stitches. I kind of like to wiggle it a little bit, as I mentioned. Because of this band right here, you can easily feel it. Once you reach the end of the round, you slip stitch again, and then we're going to start in round 3. Round 3, you're going to place 1 single crochet in the first stitch, and then 2 single crochets into the following one. Then you will repeat the sequence. That means, again, 1 single crochet, and again, just feel it where you are. And then 2 single crochets. And you're going to do this all the way around. It is very easy to feel the stitch, although you might have trouble seeing the stitch. Once you reach the end of the round, again, you're going to slip stitch into the first stitch. Now we're going to go backwards, which means we're going to do 1 single crochet and then a single crochet decrease. So 1 single crochet, And then the next 2 stitches you're going to combine. So pull up a loop, then in the next one pull up a loop, and then you have 3 loops on your hook, which you can spread out so you can see them, and then yarn over and pull through all 3 stitches. Again, 1 single crochet in the next one, and then the next 2 you're going to do a single crochet decrease. Now you're going to do that all the way around. Once you reach the end of the round, you're going to slip stitch again, and you're going to start seeing it round up and turn into a half ball. So we're now going to finish it. We're going to have 1 more round, and then we're going to sew it up. So, which means we're going to do round 5 now, where you're going to do 1 single crochet decrease all the way around. So that means you're combining 2 stitches into 1. So you're going to pull up a loop. So let's do that right now. So pull up a loop, and the next one, pull up a loop, and you're going to do a single crochet decrease. So do that all the way around. So that way you're combining and decreasing the round. At the end of the round, we're going to add some polyfill and then sew it up and have the pom-pom ready to go. So let's do that. So we finished our last round. So we're now going to put some polyfill in here, or stuffing, whatever you have available. You're going to cut your yarn. And it's very important that you are now going to adjust your Faux Fur yarn and cut a little bit of the fur off, just like that, so that you can actually insert this yarn into your needle. So you pretty much just need to trim the fur off at the end here very easily, because that part is not going to be seen anyways, so that you have an easier time using your needle right here, and then kind of roll it up, and then you can easily insert it to your needle. There we go. And now we're going to sew it up. So we're going to close up our hole right here, and now we're going to weave it through. So we're going to stuff it, okay, just push it in there. And now we're going to weave it in and out, kind of going around here and pulling at the same time. So you can feel where your stitches are, and just going around and closing it. And you can pull at the same time. That's fairly easy to do. And once you reach the end, you're going to kind of weave it through back and forth to the other side, so other side of that hole that existed, and kind of go back and forth. And then of course at some point you're going to put a knot in there. It's not going to be seen, obviously, because you could even see the stitches, okay? Just be careful you're not pulling super duper tight, because it can easily rip the yarn. And then once you are done, you cut your yarn off and you are done. So what I like to do, and as you can see that on this pom-pom right here, I simply attach a normal yarn, like whatever yarn I like to use for my hat, and simply attach it here so that I can attach it to my hat. So whatever yarn color I used for the hat, I would use the same one. Although if you pull it really tight, it probably doesn't matter what color you used of the yarn. But I would not suggest using this yarn to tie it up for your hat, because it's not as strong. So use a different type of yarn to attach it to the pom-pom so you can attach it to your hat or beanie. And then once you're done, you are ready to go to use your beautiful pom-pom for whatever you wish. Hat, beanie, even a blanket if you like. So you can make this pom-pom with this pattern bigger, smaller, but it's so easy to make, super, super fun, and you can even use it for a cat toy if you wish to do so. Just add something in there and the cat can play around with it. So I hope this video was helpful on how to make this beautiful faux fur pom-pom using Faux Fur yarn from Knit Picks / We Crochet. Again, I know it may have been hard to see the stitches, but I warned you beforehand that it can be hard with this kind of yarn, but it's very easy to feel it. And it's so cozy and snuggly and soft and really fun to work with. I hope you like this video. Please like, comment, and share this video. Remember, there is a comment section down below. There's a whole crochet community going on down there, so participate and leave your comment. And of course, remember, I have the Crochet Club, where I have VIP crocheters request patterns, tutorials, and resources anytime, and I'll jump live and fulfill their request immediately. There's no other crochet club that allows you to do just that. So come join the Crochet Club. There's a link in the description for that as well. Be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel and turn on the little bell to be notified the next time I have a new video just like this one or I go live on my YouTube channel. Until then, I'll see ya. Bye.